Well, Max, after a much delayed start to your season, finally getting a run of games under your belt coming out of the international break, how does it feel to be back out in the pitch and scoring goals?
No, very good feeling. Obviously, was out for 6 months, first 6 months of the season. Obviously broke my ankle, but just going into games now, starting, just trying to do what I can do. Obviously, I'm not going to be back on my best straight away, but obviously helping to contribute with the team with goals and assists, obviously, and just putting my front foot out there.
Because goals. You got 3 goals in your last 3 games. Obviously, there's a break there for the international break. But do you feel as though you're beginning to, rediscover some level of form and rediscover probably at the right end of the season as well?
Yeah, well, the international break came at a good time. Obviously, got a good 2 weeks of training, proper training under my belt. Because when I came back from the start, I was trying to just get through games really early on, and now obviously had a good run of training. I've been back for 7 weeks now, and starting to get a bit of form, which is obviously good for me and good for the team.
Because you were thrown straight back in the deep end. None of this ease you in off the bench nonsense. You've started every game you've played this season. Did that surprise you, or I guess because the nature of your injury, a break rather than like a muscular thing, you were able to maintain some level of fitness?
Yeah, well, obviously I played a couple MPL games, 20 minutes and 45 minutes. That's sort of just to sharpen it up a bit, as you might call it, and then just chuck into the deep end, really, like into the first game at Adelaide. No surprises really because of this. Obviously, a broken bone. There's no real impact on the muscles or anything coming back. Playing minutes, it was really down to fitness and how ready I was for it. So obviously taking it with both hands and just continuing the form that we're all in.
Because obviously there was a lot of excitement around your season coming into this campaign. You looked like you were going to be the starting striker for City, and then this injury happens in pre-season. Just how frustrating was that for you to be primed up for this big campaign and then to get forced to the sidelines on the eve of it?
I think it was more of the mentality I had as soon as I got injured. Obviously, it's devastating, but I just had it is what it is, really. Just had to um, really just take it. I couldn't really mope on about it or just get sad over it. I had to do rehab properly and just get back in better condition, really. Obviously, I'm not going to be back at being out for so long, back to where I was, but just doing rehab properly, working hard, trying to just become bigger and stronger. Obviously, I'm still 19, so just obviously I'm older now and playing back into the end of the season. Obviously, I knew I was coming back with 10 or so games to go. Just yeah, being at the best I could be at the time.
Because as you mentioned, getting bigger and stronger. I guess with a broken ankle, does that mean there was lots of upper body days in the gym trying to get the gun show going?
Yeah, early on upper body days, but obviously lower body strength was the main focus. Obviously broken leg, left leg. So yeah, lots of upper body days early on.
Do you feel like you actually did? Joking around,
Yeah.
of course, but do you feel as though seriously you developed like a greater level of strength, upper body strength, lower body strength, that you feel like that's obviously a centre forward as well?
Yeah.
You need to hold the ball up and
Yeah.
hold off centre backs. Do you feel as though you are stronger now having done this process?
Yeah, 100% do feel definitely stronger in upper body, but that doesn't necessarily mean sharper and quicker. Obviously, acceleration and speed was one of my strengths. Obviously, running in behind and all that stuff. But early on, it was kind of hard for me to have the fitness with maybe an extra couple kilos on. It's definitely a tough thing to come by. But no, obviously, just adapting to that sort of body weight that I have now and getting fitter with every game. So it's a good time to start getting form now.
Because one of the major storylines this A-League season has been young strikers scoring goals. We've
Yeah.
seen Noah at Western United, Adrian at Sydney, Archie at Adelaide. For yourself, as a young Aussie striker, tip for big things, was it hard watching all of these lads banging in the goals when you're on the sidelines and you're like, I want to be out there doing that too?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Not playing or even training early on in the season, they're all scoring goals every weekend, around the same age as well. something I aspire to, to be. Noah Bodic, Archie Goodwin, they're only a couple of years older than me, so still a bit younger, but just hoping to get to their level. Maybe next season can have a good pre-season and go into there with hot form.
As a competitor, does it give you motivation, not so much to emulate them, but go out there and beat them and show that you're better because you are that competitive athlete?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, as a young striker, you tend to look at other strikers in your sort of age bracket and see what they can do. And obviously, being out, it makes you even more hungry to score more goals and be out there. Yeah.
And coming towards the end of the season, I guess there's two facets here. I guess, what does success look like for the team as you try to chase down a championship, but maybe even the premiership, but also yourself? What are some of the goals that you want to accomplish before the season ends?
I think we got 5 games to go and we're sitting third. So I'd hope to finish top 2, as the team always wants. We get the weekend off in the first week of finals. They'll put us in a great spot for finals. And I just think continuing our hot form that we have right now, playing games very well, the whole team. And yeah, just continuing going into finals with confidence as we have been, like Sydney last weekend. That will give us confidence for this weekend especially. So yeah, just taking game by game really, and that will set us up for a good final series.
And yourself, mate, what do you want to accomplish before the season is out?
I think I want to accomplish probably more goals and just contributing to the team's success the next 5 games. Just probably winning every game up until the end of the season, and yeah, maybe winning grand final or something like that.
Pretty nice. And just lastly, mate, you're at the Mariners this weekend. What do you need to look out for them, and what do you need to do to beat them?
I think we've got a great rivalry with Mariners over the last 2 years. So it's been very hard games, always close with them, always fiery, especially last season. We played them early in the season. They were very hard. Obviously didn't play, but I think we drew to them. Is that right? Yeah. And it's always going to be a hard game. We're at home now, so we're just going to show them what we got, really.